Chosen one, this message didn't find you by accident. I know you may have clicked on this quietly, maybe late at night, maybe with questions you don't say out loud. Something in you whispered, "Stay," and that whisper matters. Because this message is not for everyone. It's for you. You've wondered why your life has felt hidden, why doors didn't open when you were ready, why your gifts seemed unseen, your prayers unanswered, your effort unnoticed. And sometimes you ask God softly, "Did I miss something? Did I do something wrong? Why am I still here?" Breathe. Stay with me. Don't leave yet. This matters for you. There is a kind of loneliness that comes from being strong for too long. You show up, you keep going, you carry responsibility quietly. But inside you've been tired. Not just physically, soul tired, tired of explaining yourself, tired of waiting, tired of being patient when everything in you wanted movement. I know you've smiled while feeling overlooked. I know you've encouraged others while needing encouragement yourself. I know you've trusted God even when you didn't understand His silence. And God knows too. You were not hidden because you were forgotten. You were hidden because you were being protected. There are seasons when God keeps His most precious work out of public view. Just like roots grow underground before anything appears above the surface. Breathe. Nothing about your life has been wasted. The waiting, the quiet, the slow progress. All of it has been shaping you in ways visibility never could. You see, if God had revealed you too early, the pressure would have crushed you. The opinions would have confused you. The expectations would have drained you, so He hid you. Not to delay you, but to develop you. And I know that truth is both comforting and challenging to hear. Because part of you wanted recognition sooner. Part of you wanted proof that you were on the right path. But God was building something deeper than applause. He was strengthening your character when no one was watching. Teaching you to listen instead of react, teaching you to trust instead of rush, teaching you to stand firm without needing validation. That kind of strength only forms in hidden places. You may have noticed that you see things others don't. You feel deeply. You notice shifts in atmosphere. You sense when something isn't right. That sensitivity is not weakness. It's discernment. And God had to mature it in private, so it wouldn't be overwhelmed in public. Pause. You weren't delayed. You were covered. There were moments you almost gave up. Moments when quitting felt easier than continuing unseen. Moments when you questioned if obedience was worth it. God saw every one of those moments, and He stayed close. Breathe. You didn't fail in your doubt. You grew through it. Hidden. Seasons strip away false motivation. They teach you who you are when no one is clapping. They reveal whether you're doing this for approval or for purpose. And you stayed, even when it was uncomfortable, even when it hurt, even when answers didn't come quickly. That matters more than you realize. Stay with me a little longer, because the reason God kept you hidden is also connected to what He's preparing to reveal. And it's not small, it's not rushed. It's intentional. You're closer than you think. And the silence you've been walking through is about to make sense in a way that brings peace, not pressure. Pause. You're not behind, you're becoming. Becoming someone who can carry what God has promised without losing yourself. Hidden seasons don't look powerful from the outside. They feel slow, they feel quiet, they feel ordinary. But heaven, measures differently. While you were hidden, your faith deepened, your discernment sharpened, your heart softened. And those things matter more than visibility ever could. You may not realize it yet, but the hidden place taught you restraint. It taught you not to react emotionally, not to move out of insecurity, not to speak just to be heard. It taught you to wait until peace confirmed the step. That wisdom will protect you later. Pause. God knew that exposure without grounding would cost you your joy, so He grounded you. There were lessons He could only teach you when it was just you and Him. Lessons about identity, about trusting His voice over other people's opinions, about standing firm even when misunderstood. Breathe, and yes, about letting go of timelines, letting go of expectations, letting go of who you thought you had to be in order to be accepted. You've outgrown certain environments without realizing it. Places that once felt safe started to feel small. Conversations that once excited you started to feel shallow. And that's not arrogance. That's alignment. Pause. God was shifting your appetite. Hidden seasons change your taste. You no longer crave noise, you crave clarity. You no longer chase validation. You value peace. You no longer need to prove yourself. You trust the process. Breathe those. Changes didn't happen overnight. They were formed in the quiet. You might have felt isolated at times, like you didn't fully belong anywhere. Too deep for shallow spaces. Too gentle for harsh ones. Too discerning for chaos. That wasn't rejection. That was refinement. Pause. God was teaching you where you don't belong so you'll recognize where you do. And I know there were moments you questioned yourself. Moments you wondered if you were imagining things, if your calling was real, if your sensitivity was a burden. But hear this clearly. God does not give burdens without purpose. He gives assignments. Breathe, and yours required preparation. What you're being prepared for will require humility. It will require patience. It will require the ability to stay grounded when others project expectations onto you. And that stability was built in secret. Pause. There's a quiet authority about you now. You don't need to announce yourself. You don't need to explain everything. Your presence speaks. And that presence was formed in hidden places. Breathe. Stay with me, because God did not hide you to keep you there forever. He hid you until the timing was right. And timing in. God is not about delay, it's about readiness. Pause. You're closer than you feel. And what God is about to do will not shock you as much as it will confirm what He's been whispering all along. You were never forgotten. You were being formed. Formed with intention, not urgency. God has never been in a hurry with you. Even when you felt pressure, He remained patient. Because He could see what you were becoming, not just where you were. The hidden season was not punishment. It was alignment. You were learning to hear God's voice without constant reassurance. To move by conviction, not applause. To trust Him even when the path felt uncertain. That kind of faith cannot be rushed. Pause. Some of the delay you felt was actually God protecting you from entering places you weren't meant to stay. He closed doors quietly, not to disappoint you, but to redirect you. And now you can look back and see how some no's were actually mercy. You don't chase attention anymore. You carry peace. And peace is a sign of maturity. God doesn't entrust impact to those who need to be seen. He entrusts it to those who know who they are, even when unseen. Pause. You learn to sit with discomfort without escaping it, to pray through confusion, to stay kind even when misunderstood. Those lessons built endurance, not the kind that hardens you, but the kind that steadies you. You may notice now that you're not as reactive. Things that once shook you no longer do. You've grown roots. And roots don't announce themselves. They just hold. God was also healing you in the hidden place. Healing wounds you didn't. No, we're still open. Restoring trust. Teaching you how to receive without guilt. Because what He's bringing you into will require wholeness. You won't have to pretend anymore. The hidden season stripped away masks. You don't perform faith, you live it, quietly, honestly, fully. Stay with me, because this is important. The same God who hid you also knows when to reveal you, and He never reveals prematurely. What's ahead will feel familiar. Not because you've been there before, but because you were prepared for it. It won't feel overwhelming. It will feel right. And you'll step into it without losing the peace you gained in the quiet. You're not stepping into chaos. You are stepping into clarity. And that clarity was born in the hidden place. You were not hidden by accident. You were hidden on purpose. By a God who sees the end from the beginning. Pause. There is a tenderness in how God handled you. He did not rush you into rooms where your heart would have hardened. He did not place you on stages before your spirit was anchored. He waited with you, and that waiting was an act of love. You were learning to be secure without being visible. To know who you are without needing agreement. That kind of security cannot be taught in crowds. It is formed in silence. There were times you felt invisible, but invisibility in God is often intimacy. It's where He speaks softly, where He corrects gently, where He restores quietly. And you listened, even when it hurt, even when it was confusing. You may not realize how much strength you carry now. Not loud strength, not forceful strength, but steady strength, the kind that doesn't panic, the kind that doesn't rush, the kind that trusts God even when things unfold slowly. This strength will protect you in the next season, because when God lifts you, attention comes. Opinions come, expectations come, but you will not lose yourself trying to meet them. You know how to return to quiet. God kept you hidden so success would not define you and disappointment would not destroy you. Your identity is anchored, and that anchor was formed in private. You are no longer asking, "When will it happen?" You're learning to say, "Whenever you're ready, God." That shift is maturity. That surrender is power. Stay with me because this matters. The hidden season did not end because you finally became worthy. It ends because you became ready. Ready to move without striving. Ready to speak without fear. Ready to stand without proving. What God reveals through you will flow naturally. You won't have to force it. People will feel peace around you. They will trust your presence because you learned how to carry God without rushing Him. You will recognize the moment. It won't be chaotic. It won't be rushed. It will come with clarity and calm, and you'll move forward with the same humility you learned in the hidden place. God is not done with you. He is just finished with the preparation. And the quiet strength you carry will be the reason you thrive where others struggle. You were hidden so you could be whole. And now you are ready to be seen without losing yourself. If this message has settled your heart, let it stay with you. You don't need to rush away. And if you feel led, you're welcome to remain connected here. But most of all, remember this: you were never forgotten. You were carefully prepared, and God's timing with you has always been perfect. You are safe. You are ready. Chosen one, before you go, I want you to sit here just a little longer. Let your shoulders relax. Let your breathing slow. Let the noise quiet down. You don't have to rush into the next thing. Why? Oh, don't have to explain your journey to anyone who didn't walk it with you. God understands it fully. Every tear you didn't show. Every prayer you whispered instead of shouted. Every time you chose obedience when it cost you comfort. Pause. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where grace meets preparation. And God is pleased with how you stayed soft in a season that could have made you hard. What comes next will not require you to become someone else. You won't need to abandon the quiet strength you learned in the hidden place. You will carry it forward. It will guide your steps. It will guard your heart. It will keep you anchored when things begin to move. I declare this gently over you. May you walk into the next season without fear. May you recognize open doors without anxiety. May you trust God's leading without second-guessing yourself. May peace be your confirmation. Breathe. You don't have to strive to be chosen. You already are. And nothing you went through was wasted. Nothing. Even the waiting was shaping something eternal in you. If this message resonated with you, you don't need to rush away. You can reflect quietly. You can pray. You can simply rest. And if you feel led to stay connected, you're always welcome here. But for now, take this with you. God kept you hidden because He was preparing you with care. And when He reveals you, you will still belong to Him. Steady, grounded, whole. You are seen. You are loved. You are ready. Rest in that.